Let's mute all. Okay, so we're ready to go. Thank you for joining, welcome, and we'll start in the usual way by just coming into our bodies, becoming aware of ourselves through the breathing, the skin or our heart, whatever you find that anchors you at this moment. And we can set an intention for the class. Maybe how we expect of ourselves or how we want to stay in attention or dedication. And then once we've found the center, that anchor, we'll start warming up. Usually we'll start with the arms or the shoulders, breathing in, taking our arms up, filling up the lungs, taking the shoulders right up to the sky, and then breathing out, palms down, and release the arms. Breathing in, arms up, stretching everything. That's what we're doing here, filling the lungs and stretching, and release. Last time with both arms, breathing in, stretch the arms up. Feel the stretch of the side of the body, the spine, shoulders up. And then breathing out. We try just with the right arm, breathing in. Stretch. Breathing out, release that hand. Breathing in the other hand. Breathing out, release that hand. Breathing in, right hand again, right arm. As we push with the other hand away to the floor. And breathing out. Breathing in with the left hand. Pushing both hands away from each other. And breathing out. A bit more active, hands lightly clasp, fingers, hands above the head, and then we'll do the funky move. So this is just moving shoulders. So I'm taking my hands left, back, right, front, hands left, back, right, front. So it's just the shoulders that are moving. I'm not doing this with the whole spine, just shoulders. My shoulder flows into left, back, right, front, left, back, right, front, a few more times. Remember shoulder. And then we can change sides. Left, front, right, back, left, front, right, back. Shoulder flossing. And then release. Gently, always coming down gently. Left hand left side, right hand over the right ear, and just a gentle bend. We're just moving out the whole spine here. We'll do this for a couple of breaths. In the next in-breath, we take our arms up, stretch, and then right bend. When we stretch the spine before the bend, we do get a greater effect. Both arms up, breathing in, and then we'll do a twist. Right hand, left knee, and we twist to the left. Couple of breaths here. Breathing in, both arms up, stretch. Gently, slowly, left hand, right knee, and we twist to the right. Bring in both arms up, and then hands down. The last thing we're going to do a little bit of neck stretching. So left cheek, left shoulder. Now when we do this, we'll hold this for a few breaths. When we do this neck stretch, there's a whole lot of kind of arteries and stuff going up from the neck to the head, and some of them are going very close to the spine. So if you're ever doing anything like this, and then head up gently, and then we move it to the right. If you're ever doing anything like this and you get dizzy, you start actually sort of getting fainty, don't feel bad, don't think, oh, I'm not good, as good as the other guy. We just have a different setup in our spine, so then just come back. If you start feeling dizzy, you're losing blood flow to your brain, and just quit that pose. Back to the center, and then twist to the left. So it's healthy to do it, of course, and it's actually good to keep these, arteries moving in the spine, back to the center. But if you feel a pinch, then obviously you're not making it better. You might go back one step and then go a little bit slower, but if you already feel the fainting, so that's just in general, for any neck movement. Sometimes people go through this and they just stay quiet, things move back to the middle, and then just half rotations. Yes, we go right, bottom, left, bottom, right, bottom. When I say bottom, I mean front, left, front, right, front, left, back to neutral, and then the same back. So back, left, back, right, and then just do half circles like this. Then come back to middle. I don't normally encourage full rotations, but if you feel comfortable, you can do a couple of rotations one way, and then a couple of rotations the other way. Or you can do half circles, yes? Come back to the middle. I'm loosen everything up. We're going to come to the front, and today we're going to do another shoulder exercise. So from here, we're going to go on to sitting on our heels, yeah? It's the same, so Japanese pose. Now, this is too hard for you because of your knees or because you feel very cold. You can put 2 blocks in there, or 1 block, and see if you can put a cushion, or you can just stay as you were before, yeah? But I'm also doing this because sitting in this position, we're stretching the top of the foot, yeah? We're actually also accentuating the arch of the foot. So it's actually good to sit with the weight on the feet. If it's uncomfortable, then you can prop yourself up, yeah? And then from here, we're gonna go arms up, breathe in. And then breathe out to the side, pushing as if you're pushing 2 walls away from you. Breathe in, hands to the shoulders. Push to the front and curve your back. This is a little bit of a Tai Chi move. Breathe in, arms up, stretch, slight back bend. And then breathe out, hands past your side of your body, taking the arms up, chest to the front. Once again, breathe in, arms up. Push out. Breathe in, hands to the shoulders. Push to the front. Curve your back. Breathe in, arms up. And then just roll forward, arms behind you. One last time, breathe in, arms up. Down towards the shoulders and out. Pushing out. Empty the lungs. Breathe in, hands to the shoulders. Forward push. Breathe in, arms up. Breathe out. Bend forward, arms behind you, empty the lungs. Come back to normal. A little bit more work on the foot here. So now we're going to raise toes. Again, this could be painful, but if it's painful, it's generally because we haven't done it a lot. We might have an issue in the toes here because some kind of arthritis or something will be beginning. So then, just ease off. Yeah. But if your feet are healthy and we want to make them more healthy, then we're going to squish them. So you can do it here, or if it's too much, you can do it here. Yeah. And then we're just going to do a couple of stretches. So hands down and open and close. I think the wrists, yeah, I need the wrists down. Up. Inwards. Last one above us and pulling back. So these are just unusual ways of clenching our face, but we know the hands are getting less and less mobile. And we release. Release the hands, release the toes. Maybe tap there. And we start on the spine. Let's just do a few cat-cows. No, before the cat-cows, remember one day we talked about the sciatica that goes through the spine there, right through the pelvis, into the leg, and it's a good nerve to have, but sometimes we get stuck. So we're going to try and just move it, yeah? We're going to breathe out. Let me see if we can get this right. Breathe in, and we're going to do the cow, but leaning with the tail back. Breathing in. And then the cat breathing forward, empty the lung, and doing the cat but leaning forward. So you can see we're going to create this movement on the hip. Breathe in, cow. Breathe out, cat forward. Breathe in, cow back. Breathe out, cat forward. And then just continue. We're just really making a nice little movement here around the hips, which hopefully forces the sciatica to slide up and down through the muscles that are all in the pelvis. 2 more. Breathing out. Breathing in, they get that tail out, sticking out the bum. Breathing out. Chin to chest. Last one. Now we come back to neutral. Neutral because we've done already the cat-cow. Now we're going to do the side to side. So we're going to go left, looking at the left toe, or the left leg. Right, looking at the right leg. Left and right. Let's just do this as if we're a fish in the sea. This is the only movement the fish have. And this supposedly, according to evolutionists, this is how our first movement when we came out of the sea, side to side. And then release there. And then a little bit of ad-lib here. Just close your eyes and feel your spine from tail to tip of the head. Rolling, pulling, tugging, switching. Just doing anything there. Flexibility of the spine. Then we can also do like closing the eyes and feeling. Become more and more aware of our bodies as we progress through this yoga. So feel your shoulders, your spine, your tail, your ribs, your chin. Oh, lovely. And then let's release that. Well, let's go to a little bit more action, so a little bit of core. We're going to do just the usual from downward dog. Okay, let's get this downward dog feeling nice. I feel those shoulders strong. Find the position that the shoulders are strong. Normally is down, down and out, the shoulder blades. The feet could be bent or it could be straight, but I think what's most helpful is to get this elbow up towards the sky. When we've got a nice, well, let's do it while we're here in the first one. Let's stretch the calf and the hamstring. So we're going to take all the weight on one foot, breathe out all the way to the other foot. Breathe in all the way to one foot, breathe out the other one. So we're just stretching while we're in this position, very easy. Time to do calves and hamstrings. Okay, back to neutral, right foot up, push that leg. I mean, I know it's quite awkward when we do downward dog, I'm not used to it, but it does become more easy. So I'm doing a three-legged dog, breathe in, push that leg out, breathe out, right knee to right elbow. Slow, gentle, this is about force, strengthening our shoulders, core, breathing in, back, breathing out, knee to nose. Gentle, the slower we do it, the more force, or the more we're strengthening the muscles. Breathe out, breathe in, okay, put that. Still breathe into the back, breathe out, right elbow. Breathe out, breathe out to the center. Breathe into the back, breathe out to the left elbow. Back, chest, legs. And to the other side. Sometimes I mean that there's no golden rule on the breathing. Yeah, it feels, but sometimes I get it wrong. You can continue that pattern or just find a pattern that serves you. Most of the time we breathe out on the downward dog, but in this case we're going to breathe in on the downward dog. Left foot back, breathe in. Breathe out, left elbow. Breathe in. Knee to nose, breathe out. Breathe in, foot back, really push into the back of the room. Breathe out to the left elbow. One more time, breathe in, back. Breathe out, left elbow. Breathe in to the back of the room, corner of the ceiling. Breathe out. Last time. Stretch that leg and to the left elbow. Back to three-legged dog. Feet down, knees down, and relax for a moment. Now something slightly different. Let's do some work on the hips. So we're going to go on our elbows, plank. Again, when we are in, even when we're on elbows, we still should be conscious of what our shoulders are doing. Yeah, it could be here, it could be here, it could be here, it could be twisted. So just find a nice and strong, solid position, which tends to be, this sort of feeling of opening the book, taking the shoulder blades back and down. And then we're on the plank. For the plank, you've got to have your core engaged, otherwise your lower back starts suffering. And then from here, we're going to let the heels go to the right and hips to the ground. It's a really unusual feeling because we don't want to do it. Back to the center, core engaged, yeah? Shoulders strong to the left. We take the hips down towards the ground just so that while it feels good, yeah, while it feels like you're stretching, it is actually down, causing pain in your lower back, then we just stay in the middle, back to the right. Breathe in. To the left, breathe in, to the right, breathe in, to the left, to the right, Relax to the right. I'm not quite getting to the breathe in, to the left, to one side, breathe in, to the right, breathe in to the left, breathe in to the right, last time breathe in to the left. Back to neutral, knees down, and then maybe a lovely child pose here. And open the knees wide, let the tongue in the chest, down towards the ground. Get a nice fold of the lower back there. And enjoy that child pose there. Okay, side plank. There's only 3 of us today here. If anybody's got shoulder issues, then this is a lot of stress, good stress, but a lot of stress in the shoulder. We do it once we got the shoulders, lightly strengthened, then we do it to create more strength, yeah? We should be able to hold all the weight in the shoulders, but not if we've never done it before. Now for side plank, my recommendation is not elbow to wrist. There's a lot of pressure there. So I actually take an angle, yeah? You find where is best for you to have that shoulder strong. Yeah, the shoulder, if it's collapsing like this or like this, then just stay where you then stay here, yeah? We're gonna do these things a few times, so you can do it with the support. If not, then we can put the feet one in front of the other or stack them if you're feeling quite strong. Okay, so this is side plank, left arm up. Now we're trying to get the chest, it should make it look as if I'm twisted, but I'm not. So we should be nice straight line, open shoulders, left arm up, and we count to 3, 2, and then we just breathe out, thread the needle on the out breath. 2 more times, just 2 more times. Breathe in, arm up, open the chest, breathe out, thread the needle. Just lovely twist, whole torso, breathe in, arm up, breathe out, thread the needle. Breathe in, arm up, hold, and knee down. Doesn't need a lot of time to strengthen those shoulders, just continuity, yeah? On the other side, similarly, little angle in my arm here, and I put one in front of the other. I say loose strength because the top is so loose, but we should get a nice spread right here, both arms opposite each other. Now we hold this, push the arms away from each other. Really strong left shoulder. If it's collapsing, then we're going to help ourselves with the knee. But if it's not collapsing, then you're doing really well. 3, 2, pull up, breathe in, breathe out, thread the needle. Breathe in, come up, thread the needle. Breathe in, up, thread the needle last time. Breathe in, up, all strength, go solid, and release. Loosen up the shoulders. Now the other thing that could be happening here is that the wrist is just saying, had enough. So if that's the case, on the elbow, you can go here, yeah? We'll do one more time. So you've got to pick whether you do on the elbows, or whether you do with one knee down, or whether you do the full plank to strengthen those shoulders. Yes, so now we're going to do those C's for you. Yeah? Right hand, nice and strong. Notice how you try and spread the weight in the whole hand, not just in the wrist. And there we go, right side. Now we're going to go breathe out, left hand over, left ear, breathe in, hip to the ground. Or just do it that way, breathe out, hip to the ground, breathe in, hip up. It's very weird. One more time. Well, one more time from now. Back to center. 3, 2, and push arms away from each other and knee down. Doing the other side. Up. In. Breathe out. When I adjust, it's important to just adjust when it doesn't feel right. Hit the ground. Breathe in, arm over the head. Breathe out, hit the ground. Last time. Back to plank, push the 2 hands away from each other. 3, 2, and 1. And we release that. Okay, that's very tough, and it's good because it gives us a very good chance to strengthen those shoulders, yeah? Maybe loosen up. And we stand back. So we're done with the initial floor exercises. We're going to go on a side open position and then lean forward. So we remember that when we try and do this, we're going to try and fold rather than dive. Yeah, we're going to fold. We're going to try and stretch this line of muscles here initially, and we'll have time to do our back. But initially, let's just try and get the chain of muscles, calves, hamstrings, glutes, back to the lower back. Maybe you can, if you're feeling warm and cozy, you can open your legs out as you take your chest further down. And then once you're actually in the limit, then yeah, okay, take your head down, roll your back, and just enjoy this forward fold. Feet should be connected to the ground and strong. We're not really losing it, either inwards or outwards. If we're not really, you can see that. If we don't have a nice solid foot here, because it's actually twisting out, falling in, then come back in, yeah? So feet should be as if you were planted on the ground. Let's do that for another couple of breaths. Then we come up gently, just halfway up. We're going to continue bending down. Now I'm going to close my position because I'm going to go to the left leg and the right leg. So I know that I'm going to really not make it with my full width. So I'm going to actually close to about 75–80%. And then from there, I'm going to twist my hip, aim to get the chest onto the left knee and the hands just rolling down towards that foot. Once again, I still have solid feet here. The feet are not really holding your weight well. Then you should be closing in and do, you know, whatever you're doing, we're doing something, yeah. The point is, what are you feeling? Yeah, we're feeling this sort of a stretch here. I'm going to be stretched now on my outside of my right back. And that's what it's about stretching. I've got my flexor here in the inside of the leg, also stretching. And let's just count to 5, that's my breath. Aiming to get the tummy on the thigh and the chest on the knee, yeah? Not the head to the floor. Okay, that's 5 for me, so I'm going to come back gently, using my hands to transfer the weight to the other side. The legs have not changed because they're nice and solid, that's what we want. And then on the other side again, I'm going to twist my hips slightly and try and get that tummy to the thigh, chest to the knee. And we're going to hold that for a few breaths. So are we feeling our hamstring? Are we feeling our calf? Are we feeling our side of the spine or the body stretching? I hope so, yeah. Okay, back, weight on the hands, to the other side. And what I'm going to do now is with my right hand, grab whatever I'm holding, whether it's a shin or the foot, I grab somewhere on the outside and then take that left shoulder up into a twist again. And then breathe out, go deeper. Make noises. 2 more, out breath. And release gently back down, always coming back gently. Rolling to the other side, I'm going to take with my left hand holding somewhere on the leg. If it's getting too tight and you begin to wobble, then just come out, yeah? Otherwise, I'm going to grab the outside of the leg here and then open my chest to the right. Deep breath. And coming back. Now from there, to make it safe, I'm going to roll my feet gently towards the middle. And then I'm going to keep my knees bent and come up without any jerky movements. I'm going to open the window crack because getting more in now. Loosen up. And then from there, we're going to go to what's actually called a bear pose. So we're going to go from, initially let's go the cowboy or hold the legs, arms out. We're opening the chest, we're tipping the hips forward, only as far as they go. Yeah, there is a limit to how much we can open them here. So when it gets to the limit, or what feels to you to be the limit, that's a good place to be. Hands gently just touching the back of the head, and we bend to the left. 3 breaths here. And back to the middle. Breathe in, breathe out to the right. 3 breaths here. Back to the middle, hands on the legs, and this is where we're going to do the bear pose. Right? The bear pose is basically just diving forward from here, but it's just a very powerful pose. So initially, we can do it with the hands on the hips here, just the weight is forward, we're stretching, legs are really nice and strong. So we can have the legs here, which is obviously a comfortable way, legs on hips. Hands on the back of the head, or the full weight, hands out. This is the one that actually will create the forces on your spine. So we're actually really strong legs, looking down, stretching the arms forward in this bear pose. Once again, the feet have to be strong, always being aware of what's happening in the rest of the body. If you're collapsing, not good, yeah? Come back. 3. Pull away the hands, and 1, and then we release. Hands down, roll the feet inward, roll the feet in, and then come up. Loosen up, okay, that's been a lot of work on the lower back, all the way. So let's do a little bit of a nice, lovely stretch. Pyramid pose, very simple, yeah? We're going to keep our, actually moving that away because we're twisting this down. So my right leg is forward, facing forward. Again, it depends on your physiology, yeah? Most of us face forward. Some of us might actually find that our bones, I'm actually doing a second teacher training now, we're learning so much about physiology, yeah? How we're all different. So it could be that our bone is actually slightly differently made so that although this seems completely right in what we'll do, some of us might find that this is creating some pressure and we could actually just tilt it a little bit out and it just feels more natural, yeah? Now for me it's actually here, but if you feel that everybody's telling you this, but you feel as if you like put too much pressure on the knee, then just find where it is, yeah? And the same with the back foot, yeah? So we're in pyramid, it's a small position, and then we're going to back of the hips, come forward. Now, I should have wanted this. I'm going to put my blocks here because I find that when my hands are held, I can go deeper. So from this position, again, we're going to tip forward like we did before, and then we're going to continue forward, tummy and thigh, chest on knee, and then this might be enough. You might be here going, whoa, lovely stretch. Okay, that's good. Now check your front leg. If it feels that the knee's in a good place, the hips in a good place, back knee as well. And then you can go a little bit deeper, putting that tummy on the thigh. Bring the blocks down. But strong, yeah, we're never really flopping. In this Hatha Yoga, we don't really flop it. And when we do Yin Yoga, then maybe we can melt it to some position. Now open your toes. While we're doing this, we can do a little bit of footwork. Just open your toes. We've got a lovely stretch here, the inside of his leg. I'm still not throwing my back forward. I still got a nice deep bend here, yeah? Create this chain of muscle, big stretch, and then taking the tummy onto the thigh. See, I'm not really throwing my head down. Okay, 2 more seconds here, breath. Okay, I'm going to come up with my brakes. If you don't have brakes, you come up on your legs and release that pulse. And to the other side. Get your blocks or chair or anything. Once again, it's a small, well, relatively small step. Find where that leg is. This leg could be different from the other one, yeah? So mine is facing forward and it feels solid. You might actually have a slightly different angle. This is how the bones are put together, which will dictate your perfect neutral position. And then from here, once again, I'm going to fold here, a little bit further, chest to thigh, and then I'm going to just put my hands here so that I can actually bend without having to hold the top of my body with the spine. So the point here, we're trying to stretch is here, this line, all the way here. And as I go further deeper into it, I start feeling some stretching in the lower back. Some people might be feeling a lot on the back leg. It's not my case, but that's just where we are, which stage we are of our muscle stretching. Go a little bit deeper, tummy to side, without release. Check your toes, are we opening them? Let's be a duck for a moment. And then again, when you do blocks, gently push up and remove that weight of my lower back. Right, release this. Let's go to do that one more time. And with a twist, literally. So, right foot forward, just maybe feel how your muscles are put together, how your bones are put together. Find a nice strong, okay, once again, we're not trying not to let the leg just click out, but holding it solid, opening the toes, and then I'm going to go forward. What we're going to do now is maybe not go so deep, because we're going to have a twist here, yeah? So find position maybe 70% down, and on the left hand on the floor or a block, and then from there open to the right. Okay, normally if you remember we do this we very often do the triangle toes, which is similar but twist in the other direction. This time I'm going to twist the walk to the outside. Make some noise. Well, that's certainly naturally my body just grunts. Yeah, it's okay to do that. Breathe out. Breathe out 2. 3, hold. And release. Very gently every move. Then back out. Left foot forward. Find your pyramid. Where do your bones tell you is the best place? Yeah, not where the knees are impacting. And then from there, hips facing forward, tipping, maybe 70 or 80% because I'm going to put my hand there this time. I'm using a block, use the floor, and then from there, bend to the left. This time definitely feels better to go. Also become aware of your asymmetry, the beautiful uniqueness of oneself. Without open, without open. One more breath. Breathe, 2, and release gently back to the ground. Pushing yourself into the center and release. Lovely, lovely. Okay, let's go to balance poses. There we have just variations on the tree, yeah? So let's just do the basic tree first. Right leg strong, spread those toes. Kneecap engaged, thigh engaged. And then we could be here. There are 3 levels I'm going to offer here. We could just be here, on top. We could be on the calf, which already requires balancing, which is part of the exercise, or we could be above the knee. Yeah, engage, go above the knee. And, okay, this is a bit too slippery. What I find helps is pushing a little bit of pressure, foot to thigh. There, we can just focus on a point ahead of you, or I'm focusing on a point ahead of you. This is balance, and this is good. This is the anti-aging cream. Let's put their arms out. Now you're finding that this, I mean, I often use the mudras, yeah, which, you know, I never knew what they were for, but sometimes I'm like a bit wobbly, and then I just touch finger to thumb. And we kind of energetically, I used to be told like some kind of closes some channels and the energy flows, but I don't know what they told me, but it definitely feels as if it closes some channels and lets the energy. So this is the first-hand experience, is what this I look for. Yeah. So if it helps, keep the fingers in the mudra. If it doesn't, your hands out again. Up to you. And now you want the next level of challenge is the arms up. Again, you can keep the mudra or just the hands sticking up. And we count to 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hands on hips and release. Second side. Open the toes. If you're duck today, engage that left leg right up to the glute. You could be here, here, in the full tree, just here. Once you've found your your balance. Comes out. Maybe connect the mudra. Taking the arms up. If you feel that this is something you want to do, challenge yourself. One, two, and release. Okay, we're going to do that one more time. And yeah, what I like to do with the trio variation I found that I enjoy is opening out, yeah, pushing the leg, and then I'll show you. So once again, find your tree. And we're going to put this time the left outside palm, the outside of the palm, the inside of the knee, and the other hand is out. And then from there, what we can do is open by pushing this one and open it. We're basically going to open the chest in the tree pose. So it's just a different feeling. Maybe rolling the shoulders a little bit back, looking up to the sky, opening. Three, a little bit further, chest forward, lean back, two, and release forward, and release. Okay, it's just a variation, it just creates different requirements for the balance. Strong left leg, right foot engaged, right hand inside, left hand out, and then breathe in and push. Your chest forward, head back. Five. Use the wall if you need to. 3, 2, and 1. Release. Back to the center and release that foot. Okay, a variation there. And the last balance pose. It's a nice deep hip opener. So we're going to put the heel, not the, sorry, the ankle, not the heel, ankle on the knee, and then, okay, your left knee, if it's actually, complaining, then just do it like this, actually crossing the knees. If your knee is good, then we're going to go down, and you should be able to feel this thigh is internally rotating, which means that your hip is opening. Hands in Anjali Mudra. We go down, down, down. Maybe put the elbows in front of the front shin, and then maybe touch the floor. And then just keep that tension on that left leg, which is really opening that hip. Keep the hands in Anjali Mudra, actually, or touching the floor. It's very deep if you go to the floor. 3, 2, a little bit deeper, and coming back up. Okay, so what do we feel? Are we feeling this stretch as the leg goes out? That's where you should be looking at. Yeah, maybe you got other points which are stretching, but that's the main one. So this is now ankle on knee. Check that the knee is good. If it's not complaining too much, or if it's not complaining, giving you pain, then we go down, and down, and down. Hands in Anjali Mudra, go deep. Maybe hands in front of the shin, towards the floor. And this side I can't reach, so it shows you do have this lovely asymmetry, unique asymmetry. 3, 2, and 1, coming back up. Okay, so that was like a pigeon pose, or many poses we do that, but this is a different way of approaching. Okay, so we're going to go on the ground. We're now getting a little bit dark. I don't want to put the lights on because it might actually, yeah, I don't know if it helps or not, but so we're going on the ground. We're going to go to a gentle sphinx. So this is now lower back. So the opposite of what we did before, which is like bending forwards. We're going on our tummy, elbows on the ground, tummy on the ground. Now this is quite a delicate part for most people, especially at the late 30s, 40s, 50s. So this is feeling already a lot of strength. And just go down, yeah? Now we're going to do this thing. We're going to put the elbows slightly ahead and pull ourselves, yeah? Just so that we're actually stretching the spine as we compress it. So now we're doing compression on the back. We're just staying here. This is it. You have sphinx. If you remember, if you've been to Egypt, you feel the sphinx is sitting there. Okay. And it just does nothing. So this is what we're going to do for half a minute or a minute. So we're compressing the back of the lumbar and we're stretching the front. This is generally the opposite to what we're doing when we're sitting. So that's why it feels sometimes too much. But if it doesn't feel too much, then it's nice to counter our natural position. So basically, right here. Now, if you don't feel much, if you feel a lot, then you should be pushing the elbows forward. If you don't feel enough, you could actually, well, either go on blocks or lifting up a little bit to, this is steel pose, yeah? So these are the 3 options that we have, more or less. So let's do another 3 breaths here. The head, we can relax it forward. We can be looking forward. But again, if we start feeling pinching or lightness of the head, then remember that there is a whole lot of veins going up from the spine up to the head. 3, 2, and okay, let's relax everybody completely down, elbows out, and just relax the back. We'll come up again and I'll combine this with a half throw, which basically is grabbing the left foot, yeah, or 1 foot. So let's bring the right hand in front of us and then either simply hold here, or grab the foot. Or if you got a belt, that's the other alternative. So we're going to hold this for 5 breaths. Again, it's a very deep compression, asymmetric on the lower back. And again, it should be healthy if you're healthy. If you have an issue with your lower back, then maybe we should release. 2, and press a little bit further, and release gently. Back to the middle. Neutral. Left hand 45 degrees, bring out the right leg. Either keep it there, bring your shoulder back, or grab the foot. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1 release. Coming back on your tummy. Relax there for a couple of breaths. It's fly. Time fly when we're enjoying ourselves. I'm in the middle of this course. I won't be able to stay after 6. So we'll do a twist, an unusual twist here to finish the class. The 2-stage Shavasana after I finish, we'll go 3 more minutes. Because it's very important that the body does always work, and then those 3-5 minutes of Shavasana are very helpful. Okay, let's see how we're going to do this twist. This is a fun one, and it's got something for everyone. So we're going to lie on our backs. Let's see if I can remember how this is done. So knees up. We're going to take the left leg with both, well, bring the hips to the right and then drop the knees to the left. Straighten the back, straighten the top leg, and then you can grab it with the right hand here, and with the left hand you grab that knee, or some people can grab the leg, yeah? So basically it's a just double twist here. So I'm grabbing with the right hand the back foot, and with the left hand you could be grabbing the foot or the knee, and we just basically just sprawling on the ground and letting the hips open. Three breaths here. When we're done, we release the hands, bring the knees together, bring them back up, drop the feet, take the hips to the other side, which is the left in my case, bring the knees up, drop the knees to the right, bring the top foot back and grab it with your left hand, and then again, either grabbing the foot or the knee, and then just sprawl yourself on the ground here and enjoy the twist stretch. Release the hands, bring the knees together, bring them back up, back to neutral, the hips, stretch the legs, lie on your back, then you grab a blanket or your warmy things, and then just stay there for 3-5 minutes, yeah, just let the body process all that. I thank you for joining. I've recorded that, so I'll load it up. See you Sunday or next Thursday. Namaste. Thank you. I'll close the meeting now. So just stay where you are. Enjoy your Shavasana.